I would like to welcome the I3 group to this small presentation. I would also like to extend a thank you to Professor Denise Bushnell for giving me the opportunity to present my Business 28 Independent Study Project. So who, what, where, and when? Luwera Ubuntu Junior School is an orphanage in Wabulenzi, Uganda. It was established or founded in 2014 by an elderly woman by the name of Namayanja Joyce. She started with 3 children from the neighborhood. Unfortunately, they passed away because of HIV/AIDS. Because she had grown very old, she never had energy to run the orphanage. As a result, she signed and entrusted the work to the current director, Mwesige Isaac, in 2015. Why did I choose to help this orphanage? Well, as a result of the lack of food and the ongoing economic crisis exacerbated by the Ukraine conflict, the Food Security Development Project was established. Pretty much in a nutshell, to help to provide food for the orphans so that they don't starve, and also to help the orphanage to keep functioning. So how? The following is an explanation of how the project is set to function through the development of a business plan. Here's Luwera Ubuntu Junior School's scope of work and business plan. So here, the scope of work, if you're doing Business 28, you have to do at least, now I believe it's 162 hours. I estimated about 165 plus hours, but in reality, I'm doing a 3-year internship as a project manager for the orphanage. So in reality, this project is by far going to extend and outlive this assignment. These areas, we're going to go over them later in more detail. This is just to give you an idea. Okay, so this is the Luwera Ubuntu Junior School business plan. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just to give you an idea of the layout, what a business plan is composed of, and what are the different areas. And without giving an exhaustive overview, just kind of giving a brief explanation of some of the things involved. Here's a table of contents. So for example, you begin with your executive summary, which is made up of the company identification, your mission for the company, the business goals, and your keys to success. What do you need in order to make this food security development project succeed? So then you move on to your company summary. What's your industry history, legal form of ownership, your location and facilities, your management structure, what are your products and your services, your market analysis, which includes your target market, your industry analysis, and your SWOT analysis. And then you have your market strategy, which you have your 4 Ps, your price list, your promotional strategy, and your sales/fundraising forecast. Then you go to your implementation strategy. Okay, so you have a plan, and how are you going to implement it? How are you going to make sure that it works? Well, so here you have your overall strategy and then your monitoring plan. Oftentimes, if you don't monitor something, if you don't do quality control, and you don't ensure that you're getting results, the projects can fail or they can get canceled. So then we go on to the financial statements and projections. So it's your forecasted profit and loss statement, also known as the income statement. And this is your forecasted balance sheet, which usually shows your assets or your property or your different equipment or things that you own and how you got it, either by investors who gave you the money or if you took out loans. So then you have your financial report, which is your financial projections and your assumptions, and then your financial position, and then your estimated capital or investment needs looking into the future. And lastly, obviously, the references. This is the marketing plan and tools. This is a presentation that would be given if you were formally going to present the marketing plan and how you want to go about it. Pretty much what your marketing plan does, it answers certain questions like why are you in business, and then how you're going to go about trying to raise funds or trying to generate donations, revenue, etc. So then this shows what they had before. For example, this was their website before, not very high quality. I mean, the pictures weren't even showing up. And then they had, quote unquote, a new website that someone else had helped them with, but they actually took it down. So this is the website that I've designed for them. Once again, here's your SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, etc. Their logo, this is what their logo used to look like. This is their new digitized logo. It's PNG, SVG, ICO, JPEG. So you could put it, with a white background. You could put any kind of color background. Here's the flag of Uganda as a background. So then you go on and talk about your competition. Who is your main competitor? And there's other Christian orphanages in the area that are their main competitor. So we can see that. Who's your target market? You're targeting donors. You're targeting people who might want to buy, eggs, beans, etc. in the local community. Just to give you an idea, things like that. So here are your marketing objectives and your products, your services, etc. Your price, set out your place, the 4 P's. Okay, and then so here business card. This is what their business card would look like, the front, the back, and then different ways of doing marketing. So for example, it could be emails, mail merge, receipts, newsletters, promotions, flyers, etc. Banners. This is a design for a banner if they wanted one. SEO optimization. This has to do with web design and being able to be found on Google searches. So this is, all technical stuff. And then, your conclusion, your closing remarks. So here's their current website. And, obviously if they want visitors to contact them, you can go to the contact. And it talks about their campus, just shows their business license, that they're legitimate. They're not, because unfortunately there's a lot of fake and illegal quote-unquote orphanages in Uganda. So this just shows that they're legitimate, they're real, they're legal. Their national bird, their little school, their national flag, their facilities. Obviously this is still under construction, so what their students would say, their reviews from their students, a link to their contacts, and then social media contacts. Okay, and then here we go to the About Us. And so then here, and once again it's still in progress, here's a history. It tells a story of the orphanage, how it came to be and how it is currently. And then an explanation as to why they exist and how they're trying to provide for children and protect them from sex trafficking and child labor and all these other things. And just a couple more pictures of the children. A little welcome here. Their mission and vision statements. And once again, it's not finished. Now here's the resources. They have a little math game, little things that provide a little bit of differentiation from the competition. And so, the 2 sets of tables, the God's tables and the math table, so they get to have their multiplication tables. They get to practice by playing a little game. So what they would do is they start the game and they say, okay, well 4 times 2, what is that? 8. Oh, correct. Okay. And then 4 times 4, let's say they make a mistake and they think it's like 4 plus 4 and they get 8. Oops, try again, right? And so let's just say they keep going and they keep trying and trial and error or whatever. And so as you can see, there's a timer going off here. And so really they have 60 seconds to play this game. And they have 60 seconds to see how many they can get right. So it helps them to be fast, to think on their feet, to try to remember. And the higher the score they get, the more efficient they are at their multiplication table. And then you can just reset the game. If you let the timer run out, it'll say game over and it'll tell you, your score is such and such. So there's that. Okay, and then projects. This shows you the projects that they're currently doing. So it's the Food Security Development Project, which I'm doing. There's also Emergency Hospital Fund Project and Building and Construction Project. So here, food security, you see with the chickens, trying to raise the hens. Here you can see, the hen house. And here's the fruit of the labor, right? The little eggs here that they're sitting down to enjoy. Construction progress, trying to build places for their staff to live. Here's the roofing, different things like that. And then you need another kitchen, as you can tell. But when it rains, it pours, right? Sad, but true. And they donate. This is a little bit of logistics right now. The way that they're getting their funding or donations is through World Remit, through money transfers. So there's that. And then the contact us. Here's a Google map where you can locate them and find them. I mean, you could switch to satellite and look at what it looks like. Control plus, so we can zoom in here and take a peek, and that's their little school right here. It's pretty tiny. So, you know, here's their address, phone number, WhatsApp phone number, and then their email. And then people could just pretty much send them a message. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so how can I benefit as a student from doing Business 28, the independent study project? Well, in this case, you get the satisfaction of helping those in need, that you're making a difference in the world, right? In this case, you'd also get business strategy experience, marketing experience, accounting experience, and you also get project management experience. Once again, I got a 3-year unpaid internship as a project manager for their food security development project. So I am actually getting experience as a project manager while I'm working on this class. Now, yes, I am building project management experience. The professional certification is PMP, Project Management Professional. Now, the beauty also behind this is that the CAPM certification, you don't need per se any experience. You can have 0 years experience to 3 years experience to apply for that. So I am currently taking training or exam prep right now, so that once I finish that exam prep, I can take my CAPM and become certified CAPM. And lastly, Sierra College does offer IT60, which is a class for project management, and you do get to learn the official, or I guess it's the industry standard software for project management, which is called Microsoft Project. And there are 2 versions. There is the Project Standard and Project Professional. I believe that IT60 actually trains you to use the Project Professional, which is very, very nice. Okay, I just want to thank you for your time, and go and make the world a better place.
That's fine. Thank you.